All right, Crouton Ramon's House of Math. Play with the top tray and learn lots of basic math concepts, control of error. All right, so actually, let's start here. One of the things you can do with the top tray is build square numbers, and square numbers will help you multiply. Look, 2, 4, 3, 6, 9, 4, 8, 12, 16. And you have to count them this way because they're in the quote unquote wrong way. But what you're doing is building squares, and I made them like this so you can see that yeah, those are individual blocks. Because when you stick them all together, sometimes you can't tell. But 7 sevens square 49. You can count them out, and you can only build square numbers like this. Again, control of error. So get your top tray out, and you want to make it a two-handed whole brain exercise, not just one hand, because a lot of times children absolutely favor their one hand, which if they're right-handed or left-handed. And what you want to do is get both hands involved. So we're just building tens, nothing scary, kind of fun. You can make it more fun by racing. This family has more than one top tray, but a lot of families only have one kit. So if you want to race, you just use a time trial. Every phone and tablet and device has a timer on it, and you just see who can build it the fastest. And you keep it fun, right? No stress, and especially sibling rivalry or friends trying to build it as fast as they can. And that adds element of enjoyment and fun because competition is usually pretty fun. Okay, so there he is building all the different combinations for the add-ins. The first 25 are here. The only one that he didn't build was 1 and 1, which is 2, and then all the other add-ins are built using two hands. And you have to remind them because look, there he was using one hand to build things before he got these guys built, the 6, 5, and 4. And he was just using one hand, and I kept reminding him, don't just put it in with one hand, use two hands. Why? Because you want the whole brain engagement. And it's actually more fun when you use two hands. You'll see your mind feels better because your mind likes to use both sides of the brain. And there's a difference between mind and brain, the organ. And when you're all done, it's kind of fun to look at. And there are now underlays. If you are missing underlays for your kit, you can get underlays on the website. Just print them and cut them out and put them in there yourself. You can play lots of different games. Here, we have all the add-ins built, like I said, except for 1 and 1. But you can also count your add-ins where 9, 18, 27, 36, etc. And it's, look, you only have a few to count. You only have a few to count. And if you add that extra 6, then you get 4 of them, right? 6, 12, 18, 24. And another thing you can do using the top tray is put the numbers or the blocks over the numbers. So on this one, say you put a 6 here and a 6 there, and a 6 here and maybe a 6 there, and so forth. Set up all of them, and then ask the children what's underneath this block. I mean, they can see all these guys here, so if you have it there, they should be able to tell you. If you have a block there, they should be able to say 81. If you have a block covering this, they should be able to tell you it's 15 because that's the fifth one up, etc. And you just put the blocks on and you make a game of it, right? Can you use your X-ray vision to figure out what's underneath it? You can also have all the blocks in there and just lift up the block and find out what's underneath there. But to make it a little more fun and easier for the younger children, if you put one block here, they can see what's here and what's here, and they should know what's under the block. And it's a fun game. And a lot of times we play where you pick up the block if you get it right, and then whoever has the most blocks wins the game. Just simple, silly games for young children to understand mathematical concepts, get their simple facts, right? The 400 multiplication facts and the 45 add-ins down. And math becomes much easier and more fun. And you can get those things if you start with your children young, they'll have their 45 add-ins down by the time they're 6 or 7. Jerry was a firm believer that the multiplication tables through 9 and probably through 12, and then just 1 to 12, not 1 to 20. But 1 through 9 can be mastered by the time they're 7 years old, easily. It's and you don't have to kill them doing it. You can have all of this mastered without worksheets, where you sing songs, play games, goof around with blocks, build stuff, and have a good time, rather than making it difficult, boring, tedious. Right? You want to play games and have fun, especially when they're 5, 6, 7. I mean, are you going to do formal lessons with a 5-year-old? Probably not a good idea. Just play and fool around and point stuff out and build stuff. And that was math for the day. You built a few things, you played in the top tray, and that's it. And then you come back to it another day. And of course, you can throw factoring polynomials in there for fun and other things like that. But the main thing is you're going to use this top tray for control of error and to make it so that they can have a fun time learning math facts without ever have, you don't just tell them to build this and you don't have to be there while they do it. You can walk away and they can make their control panel for the rocket ship and learn their add-ins at the same time. All right, Crouton Ramon's houseofmath.com for more